Briggs spoke to newsmen.
It's about 5 kilometers in length. It is connecting Okanea to the major Ogbogoro Ozoba Road. This project was previously awarded to Mrs. Nugi Nigeria Limited, and Council has approved a total sum of 6,734,865,277 naira and 88 kobo only for this award. The period of this construction is expected to last only 5 months.
The Commissioner for Information, Joe Johnson, said funds for the project will be sourced from internally generated revenue of the state.
Council also considered to do an emergency on the Iguruta roundabout axis towards Chokocho. It is important I mention that the 40% mobilization fee or the total sum required for this project is going to come from our internally generated revenue. We are not borrowing any money for this purpose. And to also say that the silting of Ntamomba Bridge has commenced.
Correspondent Oyekachi Nwosu reports that the acting director general of the Bureau of Public Procurement, Ine Briggs, said the approval for the project is because of the economic importance of the roads to the state. In another development, the Rivers State government says it will honor a Nollywood sound engineer, Precious Chimaobi Ofurum, who died in a boat accident on River Niger alongside actor Junior Pope last week. The Rivers State head of service, George Nweke, said this while addressing a crowd of family members of the deceased and the Nollywood community in Rivers State who held a peace walk over his death to the State Government House today.
On behalf of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Sir Siminlaye Fubara, Grand Service of Rivers State, and the good people of Rivers State, we extend our sincere condolences to the family of the forum, the entire Ubima community, and indeed Rivers State. We extend our condolences. People have their destinies. Yes, as painful as it is, you should still draw some consolation from them. That our son died a hero. He is one of the heroes, one of the great youths that Nigeria has ever produced. And I know that God will find a place for him in eternity.
The 26-year-old movie sound engineer Chimaobi Ofurum, who was an indigene of Ubima community in Ikwere local government area. I take that again. The 26-year-old movie sound engineer Chimaobi Ofurum was an indigene of Ubima community in Ikwere local government area. Speaking during the peace walk, his father, Bartolomeo Ofurum, appealed to relevant authorities for compensation. The mother and sister of the deceased also called for government support.
I thank the River State branch. They are the one that is coming close to me. They visit me from time to time and try to calm me down. So what we need now is the money to organize the defeated burial for the precious offering.
Governor of River State to come and help me. As I don't know when that my son will they treat me. Now, no way to treat, no way to help for the family. Anyhow, try come up and visit the family and see what you go do to carry my son. But because the landlady they come, he said they split the store for Asaba. Make gonna help me. If I know see I go die. Government make gonna help me.
Able to know how to give him the system there and our brother make our family. The only hope we have.
The Rivers State Chairman of Actors Guild of Nigeria, Ken Osunwa, also spoke.
We have done what we could do as a guild. We have been able to tell our people that they should be safety conscious. But above all, if the industry must survive, every stakeholder must be involved in making sure that all the practitioners are safe, not only on the boat, even on land. There must be conscious effort to improve on the security system of this nation. We are preaching to the people, let us look into insecurity in this country. If we're able to cope it to a certain level, I think we'll be getting somewhere.
Our correspondent reports that the Nollywood community and family of the deceased marched from Port Harcourt Pleasure Park to the Government House. I recall the 5 persons drowned at the Anambra axis of River Niger last Thursday in the boat accident while heading to a movie location from Asaba, Delta State. Elsewhere, rights activist Lolo Elsham says boat drivers on the Bonny Port Harcourt waterway should be made to comply with the safety rules before embarking on any journey. Dr. Elsham, a native of Bonny local government area of River State, said this following a boat accident that led to the death of 3 female passengers on the Bonny waterway last Monday. She spoke to correspondent Soibi Oruwari.
Of train 7 or the continuation of train 7 has increased the population on the island and has also increased the traffic on the waterways. We've been having challenges of issues of both mishap. We've been having issues of sea piracy also because we have stubborn local boat drivers. Most of them are not professional. Most of them are ignorant of safety. We've had issues where life vests were donated to them by NLNG and they are not using it. They keep using the old ones that are bad.
Dr. Elsham also urged the government at all levels to adequately fund the marine police to effectively safeguard the waterways. She also said the Bonny Council chairman has banned the use of smaller speedboats following the boat accident. As you may know, last Monday, 11 passengers were rescued, but 3 females died at a medical facility in Bonny, River State following an accident involving the speedboat traveling to Port Harcourt. In another development, a security analyst, Efe Wanogo, has faulted the presidential decision to designate 7th April as the National Day for the Police. In an interview with correspondent Emeka Otaka, Dr. Wanogo said the government should prioritize important issues like police reform and welfare, among others.
The truth is that many people would want to say that in Nigeria we tend to major on the minor rather than focus on those things that would have direct impact. The main thing is that law and order should be one of those front burner items for Mr. President, and he should tend to do everything in his power to reform the police so that they will be more oriented towards proper service delivery. That is yet to be seen from where I stand. The issue about recruitment, their conditions of service, they are grossly under-remunerated, their housing. Go to our police divisions, for instance, and our police stations, their outposts. Do they have the requisite equipment? Do they have the training that they require? So there are many things you can do.
He, however, commended the Inspector General of Police for introducing the Honor Awards for deserving police personnel. He said he believes the recognition will boost their performance. Yesterday, the federal government approved the first week of April as Police Week and the last day of the week, April 7, as National Police Day. Away from that, governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, are holding a meeting at the Akwa Ibom Governor's Lodge in Abuja. The agenda for the meeting is still unknown at the time of filing this report. The meeting comes ahead of the PDP caucus meeting, which has been scheduled for 8 p.m. tonight. The caucus comprises the governors and leaders of the National Assembly elected on the platform of the PDP, some members of the Board of Trustees, and some members of the PDP National Working Committee and WC. Earlier, protesters flooded the premises of the national headquarters of the party in Abuja in support of the acting national chairman of the party, Umar Damagum, and the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike. The protesters, who displayed placards with various inscriptions, alleged that some people are trying to cause disaffection in the leadership of the party. We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, economists speak on continued high cost of commodities despite appreciating value of Naira. Please do stay tuned.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back now to the rest of the newscast. Economist Ayodele Momodu has attributed the continued rising cost of goods and commodities in the country to insecurity and high energy costs. He said the price hikes are not driven by the dollar to naira exchange rate. Professor Momodu said this in an interview with correspondent Emeka Otuka. Professor Momodu also expressed doubt that the dollar to naira exchange rate will be sustained. He urged the government to tackle issues of education and healthcare to reduce the demand for dollars and stabilize the economy. On his part, economist Peter Mede said it would take a while before the prices will stabilize. Dr. Mede spoke on Nigeria Info FM's Morning Crossfire today.
It will take some time, a lag, before that will transcend into the market. For example, a commodity you imported hitherto today at that high rate of $2,000 to a naira may still be with the merchant today. Now, until they go to the next market where they will buy at 1,000 naira as against 2,000 naira, they will not be able to sell the new rate. On the other hand is the issue of patriotism. Some people also will take advantage of this fall now, even when they have finished old stock, they have the new stock they bought at the new rate to still sell at the old rate.
Staff, business partners, customers and friends gathered to honor the memory of the late lawyer Ifeyinwa Ubozo, who served as the managing director of Carlos Miller Communications Limited and was the wife of engineer Kashmir Ubozo, CEO of the company. Barrister Ifeyinwa Ubozo is fondly remembered as a dedicated wife and mother who played an important role in the remarkable success of Carlos Miller Communications Limited. During the commemoration, the general manager Ernest Oyimadu and the administrative manager Okechukwu Elugwa emphasized the importance of the occasion, which included opening a condolence register in honor of their director's late wife who passed away on Saturday.
What we are doing here today is to mark respect for our late boss's wife, Barrister Ifeyinwa Isabella Ubozo, who we lost. What they are doing today is being done across our Kalasuna branches nationwide. We are shutting operations as much as we can count nationwide. No operations is 12 noon. That's when we start our normal operation, just to show her the last respect to her.
We open shop, our staff and other ancillary staffs to join us in singing songs of sorrow, asking God to receive her soul today, having marked respect for her.
Also speaking, Sheila Indubisi from the Network Department highlighted Barrister Ifeyinwa's exemplary life and urged women to support their husbands in their business endeavors. She spoke alongside Uchechukwu, the General Supervisor.
Like I said, she's a very strong and successful woman who has helped her husband in so many ways to build this company and every other business around them. So advice to every woman around me, you should be a backbone and a helper to your husband at all times.
Since the day we got the news till today, it's affected our boss, children, and we. The customers, you can see whenever they come, if you watch, once they come in, they feel that something happened. You see some of them signing the condolence register. Equally affected the customers. So the customers, I believe, they will keep following up.
Those who signed the condolence register include the youth president of Rumogba community, Uzi Yowe Igwe, and the secretary, Chibike Robinson. The transition team, staff, customers, and other business associates of Carlos Miller Communications Limited at its operational head office in Port Harcourt.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
About 20 people have been killed following flash floods from heavy rainfall in Gulf states and disrupting flights at the world's second busiest airport, the Dubai airport. Airport authorities today urged travelers to stay away from the airport after the United Arab Emirates was hit with severe flooding following a 2-year worth of rain that fell in 24 hours. UAE authorities also warned of more thunderstorms, heavy rain and strong winds. On the news this evening, you heard River State Executive Council has approved over 6 billion naira to complete the abandoned Akania Gbogoro Uzwaba Road. River State government says it will honor Nollywood sound engineer Precious Offerimo died in a boat accident. A rights activist in Bonny councillors call for adequate funding of marine police for safer waterways. PDP governors are meeting in Abuja ahead of their caucus meeting later tonight. On the foreign scene, 20 people have died in Dubai flash floods after 2 years' worth of rain fell in one day. The news was edited by Constance Mega. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Kalada Kurubatabo. Good evening.